何ですか？誰でしたっけ？同じ面が上か決めておきましょう。
I love this. You're all making it all Shunibus like Megumin, right? And they all have to do the same thing. It's so funny. They all have to trade their stupid trade. Oh, waka woo! This is really nice though. That actually Megumin is his only friend. Yeah, Megumin is actually the one who keeps saving Yunyun. I love this school. It's the worst place ever for Yunyun, but everyone else is like crazy person. So Yunyun is the only one not being insane, and everyone else is like, yeah! And Yunyun is like, ah! So, let's review it, right? First episode of Megumin spin-off, right? Me and the wife talk about it. And keep saying, right? Please subscribe to the channel, right? 100 likes if we open up the Megumin box, right? I got a lot of issues. I always say this, but it's a truth that I own so many figures that I just don't open, right? As a collector, I'm just like, no, we're gonna keep them unboxed like that right there. As a collector, I keep doing that all the time. So it's like a big issue I have. Something like that. But anyway, now we can't see my face anymore. My beautiful face, something like that, Megumin. There we go. That's nice, yes, Megumin. So, let's talk about it, right? It was a really, really funny episode. Of course, now I am biased. I mean, I'm married to Aqua after all, so I'm biased to KonoSuba, you know, KonoSuba. But it's really, really funny, right? It has some sweet moments with her sister, with Yunyun and so on, right? But first of all, talk about the school, right? You know, of course, I've seen the movies, right? Linked below movie rest and so on, and the review of the Crimson, you know, the third movie. This figure is from that movie, right? You can actually see it here. If I go in detail here, you can actually see here is that movie. Up here, right? It's the movie poster. So this is actually then the third Megumin figure, I believe. I think it says down here, right? Yeah, Legend of Crimson. It says down there, right? So this is actually the third version of the Megumin figure, or whatever you call it, right? So there are two other Megumin figures, I believe, before that, and then so on. But anyway, for example, in that movie, and then why I'm about to say, in that movie, right, we see that Megumin and her whole videos, right, are all crazy. Yeah, they're all Megumins, so they're all Shunibus. And that I think is the best part of the episode because everyone is cray, right? I love seeing the girl. We see her behind the finger there. She got the ears, right? The girl with like the fake wolf ears or horse ears or something. Yeah, she dressed up like a fur or something, right? And because you got the big oppa lady with the, you know, she's doing the Megumin eye patch, right? So they all got this like different, you know, oh, we're twins, so like some of them are like fake twins or something, and etc. Right? I think it's hilarious seeing more of her classmate in village. I think her parents are also crazy, and everyone is a goddamn crazy person, except of course Yunyun. And that comes a little bit of that classic KonoSuba sweetness to it, right? Because it's really funny, and then Yunyun is really bullied, right? But Yunyun isn't bullied that no one. People will hate her, but Yunyun is the only one that is not crazy. Right? Yunyun is the only straight person. Yunyun is like, this is the worst school ever. So, look at Yunyun here. Poor Yunyun, of course, is the only person that is normal, yeah, so to speak, right? Yunyun is really fun in this episode. Yunyun actually, I think, is the best part of the episode. Not actually Megumin, because Yunyun is the only one I keep saying that, which is a straight man, right, or straight girl. You should call it straight man or straight guy, right? The character that is acting normal, whatever as a loon, right? So Yunyun in the whole village seems to be the only person that isn't mentally insane, right, so to speak. So she's actually the one that is mentally insane in their view, right? Because she's the only one that's different, yeah. But for us, the viewer, she's the only one that is normal compared to, you know, reality, right? But yeah, in their universe, she's the one that is a strange girl, right? And that's why it's sad and funny, because Yunyun is like, why are we doing this shit? Can't we just train like throwing fireballs? Like, no, we're gonna have a cool dance so you throw it. She's like, I just wanna like, so it's really, really funny seeing, again, all the classmates of Yunyun and Megumin, but also really sad in a way, seeing Yunyun being like, oh, everyone hates me, I don't understand why we're doing this, I just want to, like, learn magic or something. She can't do it, she can't perform and so on, right? But it brings in that sweet moment where, of course, Megumin saves her, right? Megumin sees that she's, like, afraid and crying and so on, right? So Megumin pretends to have a stomach ache, right? And then so her girl, the massive oppa lady, can be with Yunyun instead, and then Megumin is just lying in the shadows like, oh, I have a stomach pain. She's obviously faking it, right? And then immediately when those plants appear, she's like, oh, my stomach pain is gone. It's like, oh, I'm healthy again now. But of course, it brings in that sweet moment, right? It's a good backstory why Yunyun might actually be in love with or whatever, you know, my best friend rival with Megumin, right? Because while Megumin is kind of mean to her, I mean really mean to her, right? In the current, you know, storyline or whatever, they have some kind of weird friendship, right? But you actually see here, everyone is kind of mean to Yunyun except Megumin. Or actually Megumin is also mean to her, but I mean she's the least mean to her. So Yunyun's life is so sad, right? Yunyun life is always so tragic and sad, but because Yunyun is basically like, Megumin is the only person being kinda nice to me. She's my best friend, lover, and rival or whatever. It's the only person I care about. So it makes sense why she's like, you know, basically in love with Megumin, even though Megumin is very, very abusive to her. She's just like, well, she's the only one that is somewhat nice to me and abusive. You know what I mean? It's like a Stockholm syndrome thing. She's the only one that was kind of nice to me one time when we were 12 or something. So she's like, you know, yeah, she gave me food once, and then she was nice to me when I was like, I had no one picked to be my partner. So I guess we're best friends or something. It's really sad. It is really sad. It's a sad funniness. For that matter, if you haven't seen it, I recommend heavily Isekai Quartet. I think you probably have seen it, right? People on this watch video probably seen it. Isekai Quartet is like, I guess, like spin-off with the other animes too, right? You know, as Zero and so on. So if you watch Isekai, you've probably seen that because it's a combination of many Isekais, right? But I also liked Isekai Quartet because it mostly is a KonoSuba show, right? Half the jokes really are KonoSuba. Yes, they have some jokes with Shield Hero and so on as well, but come on, it is mostly Aqua, Kazuma, Yunyun and so on that are doing the jokes, and most of the storyline is circled around like Kazuma or Aqua, I feel, half the jokes probably. Like seriously, right? It's definitely a KonoSuba show first and foremost. And my point is that Yunyun, I think, has a lot of good screen time in that show, in this weird, sad, funny way, right? Like they have this, they have 3 classes, right? They have Class A, with Kazuma and so on, right? And Megumin and so on. They have Class B, right? With all that the idiots they don't like, you know, like Chris and so on, yeah. Aries, yeah. All the enemies are in Class B, right? And then they have Class C, which is only Yunyun. It's so sad. That is like the worst Yunyun scene ever. That is the worst Yunyun scene ever, seriously. In Isekai Quartet, when Kazuma understands that Yunyun has her own class, yeah. Like she has no teacher, it's only Yunyun, it's in her own class. And then the final episode, spoiler, but I mean, I'll put that there, because I love Yunyun's character, right? And I love also Aki, that also, of course, Satu and so on. I love that scene when Yunyun has a theater play, right? So they're gonna have like a typical school performance, right? A school play. You know, like Rem and Ram does a kiss, right? Like Yuri kiss, yeah. Twin sister, twin kiss there, which is kind of weird, and so on. But Yunyun does her whole performance. That's the best Yunyun scene, I think, to this day. Yeah, Yunyun has to play all the roles by herself, right? Because she has no classmates, so she's playing all the 10 different roles in the theater. She's just running around chasing clothing, and she plays every character in her theater play. But that is the best Yunyun scene. And my wife, I guess me, right? That's the best Yunyun scene to this day, right? But seriously, yeah, I think it was a really good episode 1. And of course, we see a little bit about also Megumin's teacher, right? Her master, which I believe is like a demon lord or something like that, right? And it was kind of fun how she was trying to help Megumin. I mean, like a nice way. It's like, why do you want to learn explosive magic? Maybe you want to learn other magic. Maybe I could teach you like the secret of the universe. I'm like a very powerful lady. She's like, I want explosions. Like, oh, you sure on that? Because I can give you like the magical healing man. Bakuen explosion. Like, okay, fine. I teach you explosion magic. She's just like trying to talk her out of it. Like, I can teach you other magic. I just used explosive because that's one of my many spells, you know. Yeah, her master basically is, I think, one of the strongest magicians in the universe, right? I don't know exactly, but something like that, right? So she probably has a bunch of cool spells, right? She's like, I happened to use explosion first. It's not my best spell, basically. Megumin is like, I only want that, basically, right? You sure? Yes! That was great. That was really great. And also, as I said in the next part, how her oppais are massive, yeah. Her sensei got a really big oppais, right? And they keep showing that. And it's both funny because of explosive oppa jokes, but also because Megumin always hates everyone else with big oppas, right? I think they're really close to that scene. I mean, it's paid for laughs, but I think this episode he kind of shows why, right? Because Megumin also wants to have really, really big oppais, like her master. She wants to look like her master, right? She wants to be like her in her body. So Megumin, you know, because she's flat, she hates Yunyun and the other girls, right? Because they got really big oppais. So she's like, oh, stupid oppa lady, I want to have big oppais too, yeah. She's always like, trying to use, in the opening, she's trying to use potion to get bigger tits or whatever, yeah. Like, she's trying to get oppais, right? So you can be like her master. And please subscribe, please like button. She got the reaction of the episode and the opening right. I don't know how to do a review every week. I mean, I might do one video right, a reaction review right, instead of doing pause or whatever. But here, first episode of Megumin, I felt I needed 2 videos. I want to talk about more. I want to get it for 10 minutes, hours talking about Megumin. How much I love KonoSuba, right? So I felt today is a special day, episode 1. We will see what happens next week. Next week, for example, for that matter, right? We have the whole idol show, right? I was reborn as an idol girl's son or something, the twin thing. That's coming, I believe, next Wednesday, and it's like an hour and a half long. It's like a movie. Honestly, it sounds weird to me. I will react to it. It's like a really cool anime. But it sounds really weird that that's like a movie length. It's like 4 episodes or something instead of 1 episode. This is very strange. But I did probably react to that thing and, see what they look like a really good anime. So I think Wednesday feels like a pretty good reaction day, right? We do both Megumin and that idol show. But anyway, please subscribe to the episode and have a great day.